Okay, we are in the garage. This garage should look familiar. It's my garage. This is the house I used to live in. The garage I used to work out of. My old workshop is just on the other side of this wall. We are here to swap out this garage door opener. It served us well. But something's goofy with the electronics inside. It's possessed. Does what it wants, when it wants. Sometimes it works with a button, sometimes it doesn't. I've checked the sensors and everything. Remotes, same thing with that. Sometimes it worked fine today, but it isn't consistent. I got the same unit, but the modern unit. It's a Chamberlain half horsepower builder grade. Cheap, the cheapest one you can get at the Home Depot. And I'm gonna try to just unbolt this, bring it down, and then bolt that in. Right here, I'll bring you in close and show you all the details, how to loosen up the chain, which bolts to undo. But this is something very common that you would do in a rental house or a fix and flip type thing. Most of them have builder grade, low cost garage door openers. And there's nothing wrong with the track. There's nothing wrong with the chain. There's nothing wrong with the front sprocket. That is a little tight. That is a little tight though. That's a little on the snug side. No, it's not. It's just... So let's get to it. Right here is how you tighten and loosen the chain. You can see all the way up there. Goes around the sprocket. Comes right around. There's the other side of the chain right here. There's this sprocket. I've replaced the gears in here 5 years ago, 4 years ago maybe. It was one of the first jobs I ever did in my new workshop. But we have this one here, same thing right there, and then a bolt here and a bolt right there. And we're going to pop this thing down, and hopefully the new one goes right up on in, and all we have to do is program all the remotes and keypad and stuff. Now there's another little secret. You might have been doing this all of my adult life, going on 25 years. It's the only industry I've ever worked in. I've worked in some really crooked areas for some really crooked property managers. A lot of them would have me swap this motor out, put that motor in here, and then return it back to Home Depot. We're not gonna do that. We're not doing that on the Handyman. Don't wanna go to jail or anything like that. It's not worth it. It's $128 for this thing. So this looks like it's going to be a direct swap. Won't need any of this wiring because it's already in here. Got a remote. Somewhere there's the button. I probably will replace the button because that thing is a little wore out too. So if you are a slumlord, just box it up, return it.
They look in there and they're like, oh, looks like everything's there. Here's your money.
We don't do that. And I'm not even just joking around. I still don't. I'm not doing it. Let's get the other one down. Now that we know this one's going to fit. Okay, step one is to loosen up the chain. Didn't bring the tool trailer. I don't drive a pedo van. No offense to you guys that drive vans. I'm just going to use some slip joint pliers or whatever you want to call these Knipex. Not really slip joints. Pain in the butt. Hate this design. I'm going to back this out. This will go this way and loosen up the chain. A clamp on the track so that the door can be released. Hopefully it doesn't come flying down on me. Don't think it will. Just back these off.
These nuts here.
Next step is to loosen these up here, pop this bolt out, same thing on the other side, and I'm going to rest this track right down on the garage door, and then I can disconnect it from this track here. Got my connector on here to use sockets. I can easily just reach over. To get these wires to come loose, all you do is you push on those little orange things. And they should come right on out. Now it's resting on the garage door. I can pop these off. Just barely enough room. Piece of cake. Not with the old. I've got the new unit right here. And I think the bolt holes will match up. Try not to knock the microphone. Learned that lesson last week. So I'm just gonna hand start these. The first one is in. Got my bolts here. Push this up into place. And there's one. Two. And the nuts. There. We'll snug these down later. Next step is to make sure that the chain fits. It's just looped over the track. Let me get this baby on here. How looped and drooped chain is. We'll tighten that up right there. See, it's a direct replacement. The one I just took out is probably 15 years old. More than that. Maybe 20 years old. It's old. It's old. Now I'm just going to pull this back. Get it latched in. Oh, it's already latched in. That was pretty easy to do. Now that everything is hooked back up, I'm going to snug these nuts and bolts down here. And stop. Programming is supposed to be complete. And perfect. Do it again. Oops. There we go. Everything seems to be working just fine, except the old remotes, wherever I put it. The old LiftMaster remote controls can't get programmed. I hit the program button and I can reprogram the one that the Chamberlain that it came with. Because the other one is, what is this thing called? Is a Chamberlain LiftMaster Professional. I don't know, they must have changed the frequency or something. I hit the button. I hit this thing. Nothing. Hit this one. Instantly does the little clicks and reprograms. So that means I'm going to have to get 2 more new garage door openers. Because they need 2 and I need 1. This was on my rental house, but I've done this on many other rental houses. I think the bulk of my garage door opener installs have all been rental properties. And they all are usually these cheap ones. Even this cheap one here can now connect to your Wi-Fi. You can control it with your phone, check if it's open or closed. That's pretty cool. I actually did a video where how to retrofit one of those little Wi-Fi sensors to tell if your garage door is open or closed. It's kind of cool to see that even the cheapest one at Home Depot now comes with it. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Handyman.
I don't want anybody thinking I'm returning this stuff. I'm keeping it in the old workshop. There's a chimney, air conditioner. Kind of miss this place. The old parts, the chain, gonna keep in here. There's a pulley, there's some wires. The old unit, the insulation's coming down. The old unit is right there. Who knows? I might need it someday. Parts or something like that. But yeah, don't think I'm doing what I said other people do. Just making conversation. Okay, goodbye.